The first player I'd like to talk about is the AD carry 1xN. 1xN is the definition of a cap potential player in the LPL. In his 2 years with Thunder Talk, the org never really gave him a roster that would truly allow him to shine, and in particular towards the end of 2025, with the roster hitting all new lows, many of us wanted to see 1xN with a new team come the new calendar year, and our wish was granted, with 1xN joining LNG for the 2026 season. Most importantly, pairing up with MSI champion missing in the bottom lane. Then you factor in a Croco Bulldog mid-jungle LCK import duo, performed pretty well in Demacia Cup, and we've entered uncharted territory here for 1xN in his career. The cap has sort of been lifted on his potential, and with no Jackie Love in Split 1, no Pays as he goes off to T1, 1xN is my pick to be that next stardom-bound AD carry the LPL will see in 2026. The next player on my list is Invictus Gaming's jungler, Wei, because he had quite literally the craziest 2025 to deal with. Let's start at the top, January 2025. Wei is the starting jungler for BLG. BLG proceeds to have one of their worst splits, finishes 4th, and the org decides to bench Wei for Thunder Talks Beijuan to start their jungler carousel that Wei does not want to put up with. He leaves in Split 2 to back up JJ on IG, but slowly earns his starting spot into Split 3 with Invictus Gaming, where the super team, of course, bows out in quarters of the LPL Split 3 playoffs and does not beat T1 for the World's play-in spot. But my question for everybody at home, did you really expect Wei to have consistently good play with a year like that? Because I didn't. Luckily, Wei re-signs with IG, and in the Demacia Cup is the best player there. Falls out without rookie, wins the tournament for IG, and now has me thinking that if Wei could put some carry jungle performances together while being one of the leaders on a younger IG roster, mark him as my pick for one of the all-pro junglers in the LPL for Split 1. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about Hongq joining the LPL for 2026. Outside of Viper's return to the region with BLG, Hongq to JD Gaming was the biggest offseason move we saw. Because Hongq in 2025 was dominating everybody. In his first year of Tier 1 Pro League Legends, by the way, Hongq dominates the LCP with CFO, takes them to all 3 international tournaments, and even at Worlds, brings the Flying Oysters to quarterfinals. Hongq gives out beatdowns to NA Quad, LPL Shanks, and even Faker along the road to reach this high, and it earns him a big contract with JDG, a pretty fun roster as well. He gets to pair with his teammate Flying Oyster, Junjie in the jungle, and Vampire Gala is a very intriguing bottom lane, but Hongq is the staple crown jewel to watch at, and while Demacia Cup was kind of rusty for him, the sky is the limit for this kid in his second year playing pro and his first year in the LPL.